So, what fundamentally differentiates Islam from modernity or Islam from Muslim modernism is our conception of our station in this world. That is Maqam, and Hal is how we find ourselves in this world. Or our being in this world. That is Hal. So Maqam, conception of Maqam determines our Hal. And in a basic Islamic conception of human station or Maqam is that we are creatures and bondsmen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So our basic maqam is abdiyat. And obviously Allama Iqbal himself has explained this beautifully in his verse, his poetry. But here, and even in poetry he has a different conception as well. So that's why Allama Iqbal is so rich. So our station in this world is that we are slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are his creatures. We are his bondsmen and bondswomen. And we are Muslim in this sense that we willingly surrender our will to his might and his love and his command. And if this is your conception of your station, you will know that everything else has the same status. They are one way or another, one form or another, everything in this world, from a straw to stone to plant to complicated and huge galaxies, they are all creatures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are all abd of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're all slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're all under his command. Tawan wa karan. So if then your hal would be one of peace. Obviously, hal has different gradation as the our understanding of a maqam has different gradation, and gradation is one of the fundamentals of Islamic worldview. So according to our realization of our maqam, our hal would be that of peace, total peace, itminan, contentment. Allah bi zikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. Be aware that only the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives complete contentment to the hearts. And zikr, this remembrance, include the realization of our station in this universe. So our hal is that of contentment, peace, and friendship, and basic camaraderie with everything else in this world. There's no confrontation really. There's no enmity. There's no animosity. There's no imposition of will, except as practical weakness or something. That's why there are gradation of understanding and gradation of our being in this world. It's always imperfect, as we know. But from the fundamental conception, that's what it is, or it should be. On the other hand, if your conception of your station in this world is that you are master of this universe, potential or actual, it doesn't matter whether you have made yourself master of this universe or you think that God has made you the master of this universe. And the main thing is to impose your will on this universe and realize yourself. So that's your station. Then your hal or your being in this world would be restlessness, lack of peace. As Quran says, haluan jazua, haluan and jazua, restless, not in peace with yourself and the universe. So restlessness is the real hal of those people. So this is the station of modernity, a modernist, and this is the hal of a modernist. Whether you are a secular modernist or Muslim modernist or Christian modernist, it doesn't matter. And Allama Iqbal here realizes that, but he thinks that this is a good thing. That's what it should be. Yeah. So yeah, let's go back to the text. So this is what Iqbal is getting at, as we'll see. His conception of a station of human being is that of a modernist, and his conception of the being of human being in this world is also modernist. The only difference between him and modernists in this work and in this chapter, in this specific discussion, is that of a Muslim modernist. And the only difference is that he is justifying those conceptions according to the Quranic verses and mainly distortion of the Quranic verses and their meaning, as compared to your normal modernist who will do that in secular terms or maybe Christian terms, etc. Ya Allah.